All right, today we're diving into something intense. It's a modern parable, a story that feels like it could have been written thousands of years ago, but at the same time, it feels alarmingly now. We're talking about a parable of the Dawn's Herald. And right off the bat, it hits you with this challenge, right? A question that kind of assumes you should already know this legend. It's like, wait, have you really not heard of him? So, who is this guy from the desert? Well, our central figure, he's not one of us. He's not from the civilized world, the marketplace, with all its rules and polite society. No, he's from the abyss. And that word alone just tells you everything. He's something primal, something deep, and yeah, probably something dangerous. We're not talking about a person shaped by culture. We're talking about a force of nature. And his appearance? It totally matches his origin. This description isn't just about being messy. Wild of eye. That suggests a kind of intensity, a vision that sees things completely differently, maybe even a hint of what the rest of us might call madness. He is completely, utterly untamed. Now, this is a really key distinction. He doesn't just carry a light or a lantern or some new idea. He is the light. And it's not some gentle, comforting glow. Oh no. It's described as brutal and unfiltered. This is the harsh, blinding light of a new day, a truth that really doesn't care about your comfort zone. And here we get his shocking message. He isn't out there looking for the old, established God. He is a herald, an announcer, and he's proclaiming the arrival of something entirely new. This isn't about reform, it's about replacement. This is a massive seismic shift in the whole spiritual landscape. So you can imagine, how does the establishment react to this raw force of nature showing up? Well, it's not with curiosity, that's for sure. It's with a deep, visceral fear, a nauseating fear. His very existence is a threat to everything they know, everything they hold dear. And the conflict here is just so stark. I mean, you can't miss it. On one side, you've got the old way, stagnant, dusty, all too comfortable. Think of institutions like the Pharisees and the Sadducees with their rites. But on the other side, you have the herald, and he's a dynamic, even violent force. The text calls him a hammer, not something that knocks politely, but something that just smashes the door down. And that imagery, unchaining the earth from its old sun, wow, we're talking cosmic scale here. He's not just here to argue, he's here to completely reorder reality itself. Their reaction is so telling. They don't laugh at him, they don't dismiss him as a fool, because laughter would mean he's harmless. Instead, they whisper. Why? Because they're afraid. And calling him mad is their only real defense against a truth that their nice, ordered world just cannot handle. This really gets to the heart of his message. He's not just a critic, he's a prophet of a complete and total break, a rupture with the entire past. He's here to announce a death, and from that death, a brand new birth. So what did he actually say that was so terrifying? What was the hammer blow of his words that provoked so much fear? This is it. This one single statement just demolishes the entire foundation of the old way. What's he saying? He's saying that lineage, tradition, your history, none of it matters anymore. The divine can create its chosen people from inanimate rock. Your heritage is worthless in the face of this new, raw, creative power. I mean, the implications are just staggering. If your heritage is meaningless, then the whole structure built on it, the old morality, the old law, is already dead. He sees it as a rotting corpse. And what's coming to replace it? It's not a new set of rules. It's something way more terrifying, and maybe exhilarating. An empty, infinite space. A future that is totally unwritten. But who is this guy? How does he see himself in this huge cosmic drama he's announcing? This is where the story pivots a little, from what he does to what he is. So the people, totally bewildered, they ask him. They need to put him in a box, right? Give him a label, a name. They ask for his identity because they're trying to figure out the source of his authority, this hammer that he wields with his words. And his answer is just so profound. He gives them no name. He doesn't say, I am a prophet or I am a teacher. He says, I am the voice. He defines himself completely by his function, by his purpose. He's a tool, a signal, a sound, whose only job is to prepare the way for whatever is coming next. He gets it. He understands his own role with incredible clarity. He's not the destination, he is the bridge, that dangerous rope stretched across the abyss between the old world and the new. He's just the prelude, the opening act for a drama that he knows is going to be way, way bigger than him.
And this quote is the ultimate expression of that self-awareness. He fully accepts his own diminishment. For the new God, the new way, to arrive and grow, he, the forerunner, has to fade away. His whole purpose is to be temporary, to be surpassed.
And here we find the ultimate tragedy, and really the significance of this figure. It all comes down to his timing. He is the first sign of a coming storm, the first peal of thunder, but he arrives when the world is not yet ready to listen. So, in this parable, the forerunner is the one who gets called mad, precisely because they see the future with such terrifying clarity. They're the one who grasps the full, earth-shattering implications of a new truth, while everyone else is still sound asleep. And in the end, that was his whole role. His life, his wildness, his words, they were the first clap of thunder right before the storm breaks. He shattered the silence. He announced the change. And even if nobody else could hear that approaching thunder yet, he made the first sound, the one that could never be unheard. And that's it. That's where the parable just leaves you hanging, with this final, really provocative question just floating in the air. What is the fate of the herald who outpaces his own message? Is it a tragedy? Or is it just necessary? It really makes you think, doesn't it? About that lonely but maybe essential role of the one who sees the dawn when everyone else is still in the dark.